Welcome back, Pisces. Happy birthday, my loves. Let's continue. You're extending now. I want to look into the Two of Cups in a reverse. All right, because that could have been something that was dragging you. Oh, Five of Pentacles. Oh, my goodness. You were left to dry. You were left. You were left. You were left somewhere. All right. And if you're watching this and that may resonate in different type of form, because I know Pisces messages come differently. There's something about your roots. All right, so it could be adoption. Okay, so go deeper in that. Are you, maybe it's just that, were you adopted, are you adopting? Because this Two of Pentacles and Five of Pentacles is something about family, and definitely rejection. If not, it could be a relationship. Okay, it could be a situation maybe that has to do with housing. Okay, because you know there's a big building behind. All right, so maybe you felt rejected. I know that last year or maybe a couple of years was rough for Rabbit, but things are changing. Rabbit, I'm sorry, Pisces, because in the Chinese astrology, by the way, you guys, Rabbit or Pisces or the Rabbit zodiac in Chinese. So yeah, so maybe there's something that has to do with Rabbit. Okay, um, Two of Cups in a reverse, Five of Pentacles. You're leaving because you had no choice to start all over again by yourself. Maybe you didn't really, that's not what you wanted, but you were put in a situation where you had to look for you. Immediately, as soon as you left that situation, you start pouring into yourself. And already you are able to, either you got your health back or you got something back, you got something stable back. And what you have now is enough, is stable enough to build up upon it. Before is as much as you want, and you had someone else with you, you couldn't have you couldn't get anything out of it, or you couldn't build anything, you couldn't gain anything. Could have been for many reasons. Maybe you were pouring too much into someone else, right? Or maybe you were in a toxic relationship, a partnership. That could have been anything. Could have been a friendship that was just, you know, making you do or behave a certain way that was detrimental to you, where you almost lost your health, something like that. Because the Five of Pentacles is someone is left with nothing. Okay, definitely someone is at loss, but that's in the past. Okay, that's the most important thing. It's in the past. Okay, most from here, what I read for you, Pisces, is I feel like someone could have dragged you into a really dark place. Okay, and it could have been in a partnership. It could have been a wrong friend. Okay, I hate to say it. It could be a wrong partnership. Okay, marriage. Oh my goodness, you left. You had to. I rarely pull the Six of Swords in this deck, by the way. Rarely. Rarely I've seen the Six of Swords in this deck. Rarely. You had to do it alone. You had to, man, you really escaped. It literally is that's an escape. You literally escaped. So that could be also a figure of speech. Maybe you escape something by not having something. You escape a really hard situation, and you're receiving now clarity enough for you to understand that what you did not get was actually a grace for you not to get, because it would have dragged you. Okay, and if you didn't, it's a blessing, and you would know what you didn't get. All right, sometimes we in the moment we want something so bad because we think that's it, that's the best, that's what we want. And don't take much time. When you take a step back, you realize that not only that is not what you want, okay, but if you would have stayed there, you'd have completely lost something in yourself. Okay, just to be with something that was not what you think was. So, you know, Six of Swords, I hope that you didn't even put your foot in that situation. Maybe you did. Okay, I hope that instead you just dealt with the rejection. All right, because again, rejection is God protection. All right, that you dealt with that by later on just asking to remember this moment and to say in 6 months or a year, I'm so glad I didn't go for that or this didn't, because now I see things I couldn't see, or I come to find out things I did not know. So remember that, because I do get the sense that there's a little bitterness. Sometimes you think you don't have something or you can't get something, and you really just, it's everybody's goes through that cycle, okay, especially in a relationship. But it's saying here specifically for you, if you're watching this, that is actually was a protection, all right? And that it's actually a divine grace from your angel that you did not cross the path, or you did not take that chance, or that whatever you did not go for what you wanted to get, or you didn't get it, because now you're in a much more position that you would have been. And you need to know that for whoever's watching that, yeah, you're in a much more position. You're good. You're doing good. Because you know why? It says your health is good. And that could be mental health. If it's physical, mental, spiritual, well, hey, life is great, right? But if you had, for an instant, like a little void in some area of life, it says at this moment, with the healing in the reverse, get some help. And that's funny that I have healing in the reverse, because the message I got when I look, it says help. You need to give or receive. So if you're in a position that you're out of this rejection or whatever that is, okay, that you thought was meant for you, or you left behind something that you still hold in your heart, it says with the healing, okay, good, because you shouldn't be feeling that way if you're in a much better position without having that in your life. And if you having still problem understanding that because you're holding on to the past, it's best you ask for help. That's what it says. You need to ask for help. It's recommended that you ask for help, because there's no reason to reminisce about the past, especially when you know the past was not even good to you, or whoever was there was not even supportive of you. So just don't give them any energy to harvest on, okay? So let's look into the healing. Spirit, give us a message. Anything that have to be revealed, let that be revealed. Spirit, guide us a message. Discipline in a reverse. Man, you were straight up. And don't go back into those, try to get into a different environment altogether. And that could be why I saw some isolation right now, in order to really keep yourself balanced. It could be just a short-term isolation. It could be just the next couple of months. Isolation doesn't mean stay in your room. It just means that at this moment you may have people around you that are toxic, and because you don't have the clarity to see who's who, then take a step back. All right, because discipline and healing in a reverse, some people, like if you're either around the same crowd, or you could have the same, you're not getting enough support or guidance, help, that you're still exhuming the same pattern of behavior to attract those type of toxic people back into your life. So that's not worth it, especially if you've done that amount of work on yourself to be able to enjoy a good, beginning, like a good foundation to build up. Now your health is great. You have a great routine. You have like a good social life. You have, even if it's just simple, you have something going on. Okay, don't disturb that right now. Okay, keep it going. Okay, and if you don't have that, okay, doesn't mean that you need to get it, but if it's not around, just build up upon loving yourself, taking care of yourself, caring for yourself, pouring that into yourself, okay? More, okay? Just as much as enough you need to do so, okay? And I feel like the Princess of Pentacles is just the beginning. You need to do a lot. You're gonna have to do that a lot, okay? Because this energy is very fertile. For someone over here, you may get pregnant, all right? There's a lot of people coming around. So you need to get into the shape of your life, basically. Not for others, for yourself. So you have a good routine in place. You have enough of good resource that you have around for yourself, to care for yourself. Okay, so then you're able to just go around and swing into life and just do the things you want to do because you have already established a routine for yourself. Okay, okay, and yourself means your house, your pet, your kids, whoever. All right, you're the divine energy. So by being happy, other people around you are happy too. Okay, that's what it is. A divine energy is a fertile energy. Remember that, you guys. All right. Okay, so let me take another card for this Madre Tierra for Pisces energy. Happy birthday, Pisces. Major clearing, major clearing, major. But you came a long way. Someone here, man, I have to say, you were, wow, you were mistreated somehow, somewhere in a relationship. Okay, and I'm glad you left the situation. Even if you left with just like a jacket on your back with nothing in your pocket, look, you bounce back. Okay, and if you don't think you bounce back, don't be hard on yourself. You did. Because you're even if it's just your health that you have, that's worthy. Some people, sometimes shit happens. The first thing that gets thrown away is their health. How you can fight, oppositions and challenges if your health is already vulnerable. But you have that. So if whatever you got that you think you have just not enough money, or you don't have enough, it's small. It could be small, but it's enough to harvest a lot, because you are the divine feminine energy. And the divine feminine is a fertile energy. It gives unconditional love. Okay? And because it's a fertile energy, whatever you give, it comes back to you. And now it's time for you to harvest. So that's why you're getting things to set in time, in place for you in your life at this moment, what you want. So don't look at what you don't have right now. Don't think about that, because this is the time for miracle. You may not have a lot now, but you will get exactly and even more, because of all the unconditional love that you have gave is coming back to you, because you're the divine feminine energy. Remember that, Pisces. It's your birthday. You need to remember who you are. You're feminine. It's not about hard work. It's about love. And if you don't have it around you, give it. Because the true thing about a divine feminine, the key is she knows that it's not about receiving love, it's about giving love. That is unconditional love. And if you don't have it and you give it, it makes what you give even more pure, even more special, even more magical. And you have that within you. You're the Madre Tierra. You're the divine energy. Okay, Pisces? I'm going to end your reading here. I want to say that I love you. If you like this reading, like and share. Support my channel, subscribe. Until next time, send you lots of kisses. I love you.